ಇರ್ಲಿ. Start. I request everyone to please settle down. Yes. A pleasant afternoon to the honorable judges, respected dignitaries, distinguished faculties, warriors of courtroom, and my dear friends. I am Mohammad Naeem Dhalayat,
I, Shivamurtaya Reshmi,
your host for today's afternoon. We welcome you all for this valedictory of KLE Law Academy's Moot Court Competition 2024. For the past 2 days, we have witnessed not just a competition, but we saw a trial of fire and the battle of great minds. The teams were challenged intellectually and emotionally, and they succeeded in the battle through their arguments. A big round of applause to all the teams for participating and making this competition a grand success.
and today is the day to honor the achievers, to encourage all the students to dream big and achieve big in their career. Devotion and love can make anything a great success. My friends, Miss Chaitra and Miss Shruti, are here to pray on behalf of all of us.
ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಮುನಿಜನ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಮುನಿಜನ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ನಿರುತದಿ ನೆನೆವಂತೆ ನೀ ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ನಿರುತದಿ ನೆನೆವಂತೆ ನೀ ದಯ ಮಾಡೋ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ
Thank you, Miss Saitra and Miss Shruti, for soulful rendition. Now, I request Dr. Mahesh R.S., Assistant Professor, KLE Law College, Bengaluru, to welcome you all to this valedictory.
A very good afternoon to all, esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais, and also present through virtual platform. Honorable members of judiciary, distinguished members of bar associations, my dear colleagues, participants, ladies and gentlemen, and dear student friends. Indeed, I deem it a privilege to extend a welcome for this galaxy of legal fraternity. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartily welcome to the chief guest of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Srinivas Ok, Judge Supreme Court of India. Welcome, sir. Now, I request Dr. J. Mallikarjunaya, Principal, KLE Law College, Bengaluru, to offer a sapling to the chief guest as a token of respect and green initiative. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. H.K. Patil, Honorable Minister of Law and Parliamentary Affairs, Legislation and Tourism. In spite of his busy schedule, Sir has agreed to grace the occasion and to inspire our students. Welcome, sir. May I request Shri Shankarana Munvalli, Director, KLE Society, Belgavi, to offer a sapling to the guest of honor and extend a warm welcome. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Today, we have a privilege to have with us four esteemed judges of High Court of Karnataka as guests of honor. I would like to extend a heartily welcome to one of the guests of honor, Honorable Miss Justice Makkimane Ganeshaya Uma, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. Welcome, madam. May I request Dr. Jyoti G. Hiremat, Principal, B.V. Bellad Law College, Belgavi, to offer a sapling to madam and extend a warm welcome. Please, madam. Thank you, madam. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Mr. Justice Vedavyasachar Shishananda, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. Welcome, sir. I request Dr. D.B. Solapure, Principal, KLE Societies Law College, Chikodi, to offer a sapling to Honorable Judge as a token of respect. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend a hearty welcome to another guest of honor of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice Umesh Manjunath Bhatt Adiga, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. Welcome, sir. May I request Dr. Dinkar Gitte, Principal, KLE Law College, Navi Mumbai, to offer a sapling to the guest as a token of respect. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Vijay Kumar Adangauda Patil, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. Welcome, sir. I request Dr. Ganesh P. Chowri, Principal, GK Law College, Hubballi, to offer a sapling to the guest as a token of respect. Thank you, sir. I am pleased to extend a hearty welcome to the President of today's function, Shri Sheshalappa C. Medgood, Director, Board of Management, KLE Society Belgavi, Chairman, KLE Law Colleges. Welcome, sir. May I request Mr. C.B. Rangattimat, Physical Director, S.A. Mani Law College, Gadag, to offer a sapling to our Director, sir, and welcome him. Thank you, sir. Today we have amidst us distinguished members of judiciary and members of bar associations of this region. I am pleased to extend a hearty welcome to all of you. I deem it a privilege to welcome our visionary leaders, our beloved directors, Sri Shankarana Munvalli, Shri Jayanand Munvalli, Directors, KLE Society Belgavi, to this August gathering. Welcome, sir. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants who came across the country to participate in this moot court competition. Welcome you all. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the principal of Host College, Mr. Jai Hanuman HK, Principal SMI Law College, Gadag. Welcome, sir. Now I request Dr. Manoj to offer a sapling to Jai Hanuman, sir. I deem it a privilege to extend a hearty welcome to the members of press and media who are supporting with us with extensive coverage of this event. I deem it a pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all the principals of KLE law colleges and also the sister concerned law colleges and institutions for this valedictory program. I extend a warm welcome to the faculty and students of our sister concerned institutions and also all the esteemed institutions of this region for their immense interest with which they joined for this event. Welcome you all. I also welcome our faculty members and supporting staff, student volunteers, and each and everyone who joined this event, either physically or virtually. A hearty welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Now it's time to introduce our chief guest and guest of honor. I request Shri C.S. Rachayan, advocate and guest faculty, to introduce the dignitaries.
Very best of the afternoon to you all, respected dignitaries on and off the dais, invitees, members of the judiciary, students, and all present over here. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our chief guest of today's function. Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Srinivas Oka was born on May 25th, 1960. Honorable Justice completed his BSc LLM from University of Bombay. Then Justice Oak enrolled as an advocate in Bombay in 1983. He started his career at Thane District Court in his father's chambers and then joined the chambers of Senior Counsel of Union of India, VP Tipnis, in the year 1985. In 2003, Honorable Mr. Justice was appointed as additional judge to Bombay High Court. Later, in the year 2005, he was made as a permanent judge and remained in Bombay High Court for more than 13 years. Later, Honorable Mr. Justice was appointed as Chief Justice of Honorable High Court of Karnataka in the year 2019 and was elevated as Supreme Court Judge on August 17, 2021. Now, I would like to throw some light illustrations as to the Justice Oka's work during tenure as High Court Judge and Supreme Court Judge. While he was being as a High Court Judge in Honorable High Court of Karnataka, Lordship has passed many orders on environmental protection for better living condition of people. And during COVID-19, he passed several orders protecting the rights of migrant workers and questioned the handling of the government. Notably, during his tenure at the High Court of Karnataka, Justice Oak authored the judgment on the case of pertaining to vaccinations. The state government was also directed to prioritize individuals with disabilities under Section 25 of Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And this judgment also provided the guidelines to authorities. And another notable contribution made by Honorable Chief Guest of this function is Honorable Justice took suo motu cognizance in a situation reporting the death of monkeys, and the bench comprising of Justice Oak and Justice Sanjay Gowda emphasized the need to establish guidelines to prevent future incidents on animal cruelty, which were both inhumane and shocking. And as being the part of the judge of Honorable Supreme Court, Lordship has dealt with many landmark significant matters like Devanand Tamuli versus Kakumoni Kataki. The question was, if living separately for the long time implies desertion by the spouse. The bench consisting of Justices Ajay Rastogi and Justice Oak concluded that desertion depends on the specific facts of the case. And in another significant case, that is in February 2023, a constitution bench comprising of Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Justice Abhay S. Oak, Justice Vikram Nath, Justice J.K. Maheshwari referred the matter of Dawoodi Bohra community right to excommunicate its members to a 9-judge bench hearing this Sabarimala reference case. And in another case of this month pertaining to the legal profession, the bench consisting of Honorable Mr. Justice Oak in the case of Bar Council of India versus Bonifo Law College, wherein conducting the constitutionality of AIB was in challenge. And in this case, the court held that conducting AIB was within the parameters of law, which was key issue in the case. Additionally, they recommended some guidelines and conditions of law for the law students and law graduates appearing for AIB examination. Lordship's keen interest in legal education and in nurturing law students is evinced by the fact that he always takes time out to attend various competitions conducted by law colleges and interact with budding lawyers like this. So, his lordship's contributions to the field of law are both extensive and profound and are reflected in the depth and precision of his judgments, which stand as exemplary interpretation of legal principles. Sir, we are very grateful to have your presence with us here, Lordship. I am also honored to introduce to this august gathering the guest of honor, Shri H.K. Patil, sir. Shri Hanumant Gowda Krishna Gowda Patil, popularly known as Shri H.K. Patil, has carved out a distinct place for himself in the area of public service. The public life of Shri H.K. Patil, spanning for more than 3 decades, is humble effort for his betterment of lives of people and society. Shri H.K. Patil was born in Hulkoti, Gadag, on 15th August 1953. He is the son of late Shri K.H. Patil, renowned politician and a visionary leader, and Shrimati Padmavati. Shri Patil ji was influenced and mentored by his father, Shri K.H. Patil, popularly known as Sahakari Rangada Bhishma, the Bhishma Pitamaha of cooperative sector. Shri H.K. Patil had completed his schooling and college in Hulkoti, Gadag, as well as in Hubli, Dharwad. He holds a bachelor degree in science as well as in law. Since his college days, he has been inactive in public sphere at different levels. Shri H.K. Patil has contributed immensely in various fields and sectors such as education, cooperation, policy formulation, implementation, public services, etc. He was the member senate and syndicate to Karnataka University, Dharwad from 1978 to 1984. And regarding the contributions of Shri H.K. Patil to the society, in the area of cooperation, responsibly continuing the footsteps of his father, he became the chairman emeritus of National Federation of Urban Cooperative Banks and Credit Societies, New Delhi. He was the member in the Committee of Constitutional Amendment, which recognized cooperation as a fundamental right. Besides, he has served in various capacities in many cooperative institutions of repute and member of various high-profile communities. He has served as a ministry in state government and held different portfolios in his illustrious political career. He was also the Minister of Agriculture from 2003 and 2004. He was Minister for Law, Parliamentary Affairs in Government of Karnataka from 2004 to 6. And for being the Ministry of Law and Parliamentary Affairs, he created institutions like Karnataka State Law University, which happens to be his brainchild, which is performing reforms in legal education and a breakthrough in a legal education in the entire nation. And many other institutions like Rural Development and Panchayat Raj universities, and also State Human Rights Commission, State in Karnataka Institute for Law and Parliamentary Affairs, and permanent Lok Adalats at district level. And also he has contributed for setting up of 101 new courts, laying foundation, and he has also been the part of laying the foundation stone for circuit benches of Karnataka High Court at Dharwad and Kalburgi. And apart from this, Shri H.K. Patil has been an influencer in progressive policy development in this part of the India. And as his tenure as the Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj from 2013 to 18 was a watershed moment in the rural development, and comprehensive amendments to the Karnataka Panchayat Raj Act was enacted to achieve the vision of redefining the concept of rural development, more so with the establishment of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj University. Apart from this, he has been an avid writer, and his credit, there are many publications like Craving a Caring System, Kaveri Lopamudre, Chaluva Kannada Nadu, and KLE Krishineya Kugu, etc. So it is a matter of great pride that Shri H.K. Patil has been instrumental in getting CPC amended and getting the ordinance from the government. And this has been a major law reforms, and Shri H.K. Patil has been instrumental in his responsibility towards excess of justice in this part. It is a matter of great pride that we are standing now, and we are indeed grateful to have you, sir, with us today. And another guest of honor which we have amidst us is Honorable Mr. Justice, Honorable Mrs. Justice Makkimane Ganeshaya Uma. Honorable Mr. Justice was born on 10th March 1964. Madam Justice had an early education at Government Primary School Sringeri and Government Higher Primary School Sringeri. Later, Madam Justice secured BCom degree from JCBM College Sringeri, obtained law degree from Vaikunta Baliga College of Law, and LLM from Kuvempu University, Shimoga. And Madam Judge was enrolled as an advocate with the roles of Karnataka State Bar Council on 16th August 1988, and practiced and served in different branches like civil and criminal side in Udupi, Gadag, and High Court of Karnataka at Bangalore bench. Madam Judge was appointed as District Judge at Mysuru on 25th February 2008, and also served as Principal District and Sessions Judge on 23rd May 2011, and served as District Judge at various places like Ballari, Mangaluru, and Ramnagar. Madam Judge has also served as Member Secretary for Karnataka State Legal Services Authority in the year 2016, and later in the year 2020 on 4th May, Madam Judge was elevated as Additional Judge to Honorable High Court of Karnataka, and now Ladyship is a permanent judge from 25th September 2021. And indeed, this August gathering is honored to have you with us today, ma'am. Now, I request Jyoti CV ma'am to introduce the guests of honor.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and after dais, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Veda Vyasachar Srishananda, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. The Honorable Mr. Justice, born 29th March 1966, he is a science graduate from National College, Bengaluru. He has completed from Sheshadripuram Law College. And Lordship directly recruited as District Judge 25th January 2008. He has served in various capacity, namely Additional District Judge Kalburgi, Principal District and Session Judge Karwar, Haveri, Dharwad, Bengaluru, and Rural District, Special Judge at CBI. Justice Srishananda has elevated Additional Judge of High Court of Karnataka, Bengaluru on 4th May 2020, sworn in as Permanent Judge of High Court of Karnataka on 25th September 2021. We are honored by your presence on this occasion, sir. I would like to introduce Honorable Justice Umesh Manjunath Bhatt Adiga. Honorable Mr. Justice, born on 9th January 1964. Honorable Mr. Justice did BCom from ASS College, LLB from SA Manvi Law College. Mr. Justice appointed as a civil judge on 8th February 1995. Subsequently, is a district judge and served in capacity of in Athani, Tumkuru, Devanalli, Belgavi, and etc. Mr. Justice was elevated Additional Judge High Court of Karnataka in the year 2022. Later on, became a permanent judge of High Court of Karnataka on 16th April 2024. We are honored by your presence on these occasions. Next, I would like to introduce Honorable Mr. Justice Vijay Kumar Patil. Mr. Justice Vijay Kumar Patil, born on 14th October 1995 in the Belgaum district. Honorable Mr. Justice did BA degree from Shivananda College, Kagawad, and law degree from University Law College. Mr. Justice enrolled as an advocate 16 July 1999. Honorable Mr. Justice served as a government pleader and additional government advocate for a period of 11 years. During the practice, Honorable Justice presented as standing counsel for Karnataka Slum Development Board, Karnataka Rural Infrastructure Development Corporation, and Moot. And also, Mr. Justice sworn in as additional judge of High Court of Karnataka 9th February 2023. Next, I would like to introduce the president of today's program, Mr. Sri Shailappa Metgud, sir. Sir was born on 18 December 1951 at Bailwangal. Sir graduated from JG College of Commerce, Hubballi. He has been actively involved in the agricultural and cotton marketing. Sir was chosen as member of Board of Management KLE Societies, Belagavi in the year 1995. Sir, in his association with KLE Society, took key interest in the development of KLE School of Agricultural Training and Research, Belgaum. We have honored by your present occasion of this, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to hear the words of experience, the words of wisdom, and the words of inspiration. I request the Honorable Mr. Justice Sachar Shrishananda, Judge, High Court of Karnataka, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
ಸಭೆಗೆ ವಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಸಮಯಾವಕಾಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಮಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅಣಕು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯ ವಿಜೇತರನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಹುಮಾನ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಷ್ಟು ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬೆಳಗಿನಿಂದ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ. ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಲಾಯರ್ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಗಾಗಬೇಕು, ಒಬ್ಬ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಕೀಲ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಓರೆ ಕೋರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂಕು ಡೊಂಕುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿದ್ದೋ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ವಕೀಲರು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ವಕೀಲರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಉತ್ತಮ ನಾಗರಿಕನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಸ ಕಡ್ಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪುರಸಭೆಯವರು ನೌಕರರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಂಗಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಂದು ತೆಗೆದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಸ ಕಡ್ಡಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಸತ್ತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ತೆಗೆಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಈ ಮಿದುಳು ಅಂತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮಿದುಳಿನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಸವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಂತಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಲ್ಮಶವನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸೋದು ಹೇಗೆ. ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಳೆ ಆದ್ರೇನೋ ಏರಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಸರ್ಫು ಇದೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಕೊಳೆ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ವಕೀಲರಿಗೆ ನೇಮಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಭಾವಿ ವಕೀಲರು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಹೌದು, ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಣೋ ಕಸವನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಲಭವಾದ ದಾರಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಒಳಗಿನ ಕಸ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನೇ ಹೊಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜೊತೆ 5-6 ವರ್ಷ ಬಾಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೋ ಬರೋ ಪಗಾರ ಸಾಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದುಶ್ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾವನ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ತರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಂದು ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿದು ಮನಸ್ತಾಪನ ಸರಿಪಡಿಸ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಗೈರ್ ಕಾನೂನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ದಂಗೆ ಸಾರ್ತೀನಿ, ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದ ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಂಥವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಸವಣ್ಣ ಅವ್ರ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಕಳಬೇಡ ಕೊಲಬೇಡ, ಹುಸಿಯ ನೀಡಲು ಬೇಡ, ತನ್ನ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಬೇಡ, ಇದರ ಹಳಿಯಲು ಬೇಡ, ಇದೇ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಅಂದರು. ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಸೋಪು, ಏರಿಯಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಫು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಮಶನೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಂತಹ ಕಲ್ಮಶವನ್ನು ತೊಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾರ್ಗ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯಗಳನ್ನ ರೂಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾರೋಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಮಗ್ರ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನೂನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಕಾನೂನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 5 ವರ್ಷದ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಈ ತರಗತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಏರ್ಪಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ತರಗತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಏರ್ಪಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ನಿರರ್ಗಳವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಕೈಕಾಲು ನಡುಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಅಣಕು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಬ್ರು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪ್ರತಿ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾನೂನು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಜಡ್ಜಿನ ಮುಂದೆ ನೀವು ಸಮರ್ಪಕವಾಗಿ ಮಂಡಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ವಾದ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದು ವಾದ ಮಂಡಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಅದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಂಡೆಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ವಾದ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಪೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾದ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ಮಂಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ವಾದವನ್ನು. ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಅವರ ತಪ್ಪನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ, ಅದು ಖಂಡನಾ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಖಂಡಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವ ವಾದನೂ ಗೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಮಂಡಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎದುರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದುಶ್ಮನ್ ಅವನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿರೋಧಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೈರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ತಮಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ದುರ್ಗುಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, ಅಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಸರಿಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅಣಕು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೌಹಾರ್ದಯುತವಾಗಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಹಿಡಿದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಾದದ ಸರಣಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಂಚಿತ್ತೂ ತಪ್ಪದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಂದ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪದ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಂಡಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾದ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸತಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ವಾದ ಸರಿ ಇದೆ, ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಅವರ ವಾದ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಖಂಡನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳುವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ, ಆ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ರಚಿಸೋ ರೀತಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಮೈಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನರಬಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ವೋಕ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್, when you come to the court, you must remind yourselves that you are arguing before the real court and not moot court. So getting a prize here, becoming the first prize winner, or having 10 moot court competitions at your command will not help you in presenting your case before the real court of law. Second caution, Sachin Tendulkar has scored 100 centuries, as you know. 50 in one day, 50 in test. If the 101st test is played, he is playing from 0 only, not from 100 plus. So he will have to go through 0 to 100 to achieve another 100. So all your achievements in the student days will act as a bunch of experience at your command, only to formulate your total personality as an advocate. And you should not forget that you are presenting the case before the real court, and losing a case in moot court will not lose anything to you. At the most, you may have a morose feeling for a couple of days and then you go to the next moot court. But losing a case in the court, your client is at sufferance, which sometimes may be permanent also. Please keep this in mind. God has given you an opportunity of cleansing the mental dirt that you should be keeping in your mind, and do your best to the ultimately to the satisfaction of your client, who is the master who pays, and your equal officer of the court for the cause of justice and the institutions to triumph. All the best for all of you. I want to see all of you as young budding advocates with flying colors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightened words that has rightly addressed the need to dedicate ourselves to learning and great improvement in our career. I request Dr. H.K. Patil, Honorable Minister of Law and Parliamentary Affairs, Legislation and Tourism, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನೀವು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶೀರ್ಷಾನಂದರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಭಾಳ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ನಿರ್ಣಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟೆ, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಆದರೆ ಶೀರ್ಷಾನಂದರು ಮೊದಲೇ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಓವರ್ ಆದ್ರು ಅವರು. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಗಣ್ಯರಾದ ಅಭಯ್ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಓಕಾಜಿಯವರು, ಆನರಬಲ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಅವರ ಇರುವಿಕೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಿನವರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಂತರಾಳದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ತೀನಿ. We have with us, with Honorable Judge Supreme Court of India, Srinivas Okaji, Abhay Srinivas Okaji, Srimati Ganeshaya Umaji, Honorable Judge, High Court of Karnataka, Sri Vedavasacharya Shrishanandji, Honorable Judge, High Court, Karnataka, Sri Umesh Manjunath Bhatt, Adigaji, Honorable Judge, High Court of Karnataka, Sri Vijay Kumar Patilji, Honorable Judge, High Court of Karnataka, the President of this program, Sri Shelappa Metgood, my beloved friend, and also one of the person who is instrumental in developing KLE to this extent, Shankarana Munwalli, Jagdish Munwalli of Gokak, Dr. Nagnur, Mr. Akki, judicial officers, members of the faculty, my brothers and sisters. It gives me immense pleasure to be here at the valedictory session of National Moot Court competition organized by KLE Law Academy. Let me begin by emphasizing the undeniable relevance of legal profession in our daily lives. Legal expertise plays a critical role in functioning of institutions, business, enterprises, government, and individuals. In fact, every profession depends on legal services to ensure its smooth operation. Hence, delivering quality legal services is essential for the welfare of society. Justice Abhay Srinivas Oka, a distinguished jurist, has left an indelible mark through his judgments and contributions to legal fraternity. His tenure as Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court is remembered for its progressive rulings and people-centric approach and accountability of public institutions. Justice Oka's emphasis on accountability and transparency in governance has strengthened public trust in judiciary. His orders often reflected his deep commitment to constitutional values and the rights of marginalized communities. I hope you all perhaps remember the role that he has played in dealing with the COVID in Karnataka, which is really remarkable. To meet global standards today, law students must equip themselves with knowledge and skills that match the dynamic demands of profession. A robust judiciary relies on bar to provide quality assistance, which in turn helps in the delivery of fair and effective judgments. The foundation for this level of excellence must be laid during the college itself. Activities such as Moot court competition serves as an excellent platform for students to sharpen their lawyering skills. I commend the KLE Law Academy for organizing this event, which fosters the development of future legal professions. I particularly appreciate the decision to host the competition in Gadag because of some inconveniences, because of the exams which are going in various institutions there. The location was perhaps changed. This initiative provides invaluable exposure to students in this region, inspiring them to learn from the performance of the best participants. Watching skilled mooters in encourages them to strive for excellence. Now, friends, let me switch on to Kannada. I hope distinguished people will permit me to do so. ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀಶಾನಂದ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನೊಳಗೆ 1ನೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಬಂದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ದಿಮಾಕದ್ಲೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರಿ, ಆ ಬಾಡಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಹೊತ್ತು ಹೋದ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೇಸಿನ ಕತಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರು. ಭಾಳ ಮಂದಿ ಏನು ವಕೀಲರು ಹೊಕ್ಕಾರ, ಅವ್ರ ಜಡ್ಜರ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮಟ್ಟ ಅವ್ರ ಕೇಸ ನಡೆಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ಜೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಒಂದಲ್ಲ 10 ಅಡ್ಜೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆನ ಹೊಕ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ಯವು. ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಭಾರಿ ನಾನು ಕಾನೂನು ಪಂಡಿತ ಆಗೇನಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಲಾಯರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅಂತರಾಳವನ್ನು, ಆ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರಿವು ಹಾಗೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಭಿವ್ಯಕ್ತಗೊಳಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೆಲುವನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಭಾಷೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕಾನೂನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದೊಳಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾನೂನು ನೀವು ವಕೀಲರಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕೆಲವೇ ತಿಂಗಳದೊಳಗೆ ಆಗೋರು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ವರ್ಷ 2 ವರ್ಷದಾಗ ಆಗೋರು ಮತ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಪಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ರೈತರು ಚಳವಳಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇಶದ ಯುವಕರು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇಶದ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಸ್ಥರು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. It is the lawyers who started the movement for freedom. ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಿಗುವವರೆಗೂ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ನಾಯಕತ್ವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದರು. Believe me, friends, there were stalwarts who were best at their language, highly known for their expertise in law. They couldn't become the leader of the country, leader of the masses. ಯಾರು ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾಯಕತ್ವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದರು, ವಕಾಲತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಅಂಥ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧಿ ವಕೀಲರು ಮೊದಲು ವಕೀಲಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ಬೇಕೋ ಒರೆಸ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಟು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ನಿಂತು ಏನೂ ಮಾತನಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೇನೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಮನುಕುಲದ ವಕೀಲ ಆದರು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದೊಳಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಕೀಲಿ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಆದರೆ, ಮೌಲಿಕ ಆದರೆ, ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿಡಿಯುವಂಥದ್ದಾದರೆ ಅದು ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರ್ತದೆ. ಸಮಾಜದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ವಕೀಲರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ಡೇ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಸನದ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಾಯರ್, ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಮೀ, you are one of the potential politician, public servant. ಒಬ್ಬ ವಕೀಲನನ್ನು ಸದಾಕಾಲ ಸಮಾಜ ಒಬ್ಬ ನಾಯಕನಂತನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಡೇ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಸನದ್. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದೊಳಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಕೀಲಿ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಗಾ ಶುಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಿ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಾಂಗ್. Article 22 of Constitution tells about this particular profession. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇಶ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರು, ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೂ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Article 22 refers about your profession only. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ, ಸ್ವಾಯತ್ತತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉಳಿದವ್ರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಭಾಳ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಬಾರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವಕೀಲರ ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಈ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಂಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು ಅದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾವು ಕಾಂಟ್ರವರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ಯೂನಿಯನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೂಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಲಾಭಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಜನರನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಈ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಇದು ಜನರನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ದೇಶ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ಒಳಿತಿಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಇರೋದು. ಅಂಥ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಕಾಲಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜ್ಡ್, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯವಂತರು. ಈ ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿಯ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀವು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ, ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳೊಳಗೆ ಜಾಣತನದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಪಾರಾಗಿ ಹೊಂಟೇವೆ ನಾವು. ಜಾಣತನದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಗೊಂಡೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಚೇನವರಿಗೆ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ how he could make so much of detailed research about me. I'm really grateful for his love and affection that he has shown while introducing me. Now, Oka Sahib brother, I take this opportunity. I hope Mr. Shishant will translate that in a right spirit of my eagerness or anxiety. Now, ನಾ ಉಳ್ಕಿ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಪಾರ್ಡನ್ ಮೀ. ಸಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು, ತೀರ್ಪು ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಣಯ ಬೇಕು. ಬಡವನಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೇಗ ತೀರ್ಪು ಸಿಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆಯೇನು? ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎ ಲೋವರ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನೀವು. ಭಾರಿ ದುಬಾರಿ ವಕೀಲನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು 6 ತಿಂಗಳ ವರ್ಷದಾಗ ಅವಾಗ ತೀರ್ಪು ಬಂದೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ವೈ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸಿನ್ ದಟ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ? Even after 80 years of independence, there are cases which are celebrating Golden Jubilee. There are cases which are celebrating Silver Jubilee. Should we go ahead with this system? I'm very happy to keep you informed. The advices given by the judiciary of Karnataka, the academicians, and so many stalwarts made me to move forward for enacting a law where poor man's case, marginal farmer's case is concluded in 6 months. It required civil procedure code amendment. Many of my advocate friends said, no, it cannot be done by the state government. It cannot be done by the state legislature. You don't venture for it. But believe me, friends, because of the moral advice that was given to me, and also my commitment, my Chief Minister's commitment, my government's commitment, we did pass a unanimous law from both the houses of Karnataka, and we sent it through the governor for the assent of President of India. I am very proud to mention to you that the President has kindly, the government of India has kindly given the assent for that, and that has become law in Karnataka. 6 ತಿಂಗಳದಾಗ ಕೇಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಶೇಷಾನಂದ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅಡಿಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಉಮಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ರಿಗೆ, ವಿಜಯಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅವು ಕೇಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಕೈತಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿತೈತಿ, ತೀರ್ಪು ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೇ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲೇ. ನಮ್ಮವರು ದೋತ್ರ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪಟ್ಕ ಸುತ್ತಕೊಂಡು ನನ್ನ ಕೇಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡ್ತಾರನ ಅವರು. Why this discrimination? How could you give justice in 6, whatever time you fix and give that judgment? Why not for these people of rural community? ಇದನ್ನು ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನೊಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು PIL ಮಾಡಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಓಕಾ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಇತರ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಕಿತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, KLE ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದೀಸ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ಸ್. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ವಕೀಲರಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ನೀವು ನಿಜವಾದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಸೈನಿಕರು. ನೀವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಬಲ್ರಿ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆಶಯಗಳೇನದಾವು ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಗತ ಮಾಡಬಲ್ರಿ. ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಯಗತ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಭ್ರಾತೃತ್ವ ಭಾವನೆ ಅದಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಮಾಜವಾದಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಶಾಂತವಾದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಧೀಮಂತ ನಾಯಕರು ನೀವು ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಸೈನಿಕರು ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಾರೈಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ KLE ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯವರು ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಷ್ಡ್ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ವಂದಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಓಕಾ ಅವರ ಸೇವೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ, ಈಗ ಅವರು ದಿಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದರು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಅವರು ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ವಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಸದಾ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. May I now request Shri Srishailappa C. Metgood, Director, Board of Management, KLE Society, Belgavi, and Chairman, KLE Law Colleges, to address this gathering. Please, sir.
Respected Justice A.S. Okasi, Dr. H.K. Patil ji, Justice M.G. Uma ji, Justice Shivshanand, Justice Adiga sir, and Justice Vijay Kumar Patil and other judges of High Court and District Judiciary, advocates, invitees, participants, and my dear students. ನನಗೂ SK ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಗತಿನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸಾಕಿತ್ತು. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಗದಗಿನಾಗ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಳಾಂತರ ಮಾಡೈತಿ. SA ಲಾ ಮಾನವಿ ಕಾಲೇಜದ 50ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ KLE ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯವರು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗದಗಿನ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೆದಿಡಬಹುದು, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ 3-4 ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ವೆಲ್ಡಿಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಇದು ವಿರಳ. ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗದಗಿನ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಜುಬ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನಂಬಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕಾರಣ ಅಂದರೆ 50ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ಗದಗಿನಂಥ ಕಾಲೇಜೊಳಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಲೀಡರ್ಸನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಈಗ ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಳ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅದರ ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ತಗೊಂಡ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಹಿತ ಇದನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಎರಡನೇ ವಿನಂತಿ. ಈಗ ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಂತ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಂತಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿತ್ತು. ಭಾಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ. ಅವರು ಈ ಮಾತು ಇನ್ನು ನಂತರ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಂಬಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹಾರೈಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ KLE ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ಶುಭಾಶಯ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ HK ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಇಂಥ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ದೊಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and inspiration, which will definitely lead us to the journey of our profession. Now, it's time to hear from the tall, towering figures of legal expertise whose service to the nation and their role in safeguarding the law of the nation and the role in safeguarding the law is enormous. I request the Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Srinivas Oak, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Good afternoon. I'll start with apology. I'll not take names of all those who are present here because we are running out of time. So dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, and young student friends. It's a great day for young students friends who are here in large numbers. All of you have participated in moot court competition. Today, I was not presiding over the moot court competition. But last about couple of years, wherever I have gone and presided over moot court competition, I found the performance of students to be extremely great performance. I mean, the way they prepare themselves, the way they present themselves. In fact, last year I attended a moot court competition in Bangalore. So I told the students that I am really happy that all of you will come to practice after I demit office. Because you are so competent, it will be very difficult for me to deal with such young lawyers. Now, firstly, I'll come to the legal profession. I'm glad that Honorable Minister said something about legal profession. Please remember those who joined freedom struggle. Case of name after name I can take, all of them had roaring practice. Mahatma Ji had roaring practice in South Africa. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had a roaring practice in districts. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru sacrificed his entire career. His father had roaring practice in Allahabad. As a second generation lawyer, we can imagine which height he would have reached. I can take several names. Most important thing which I want to tell young students, in 1952, there was first election of Lok Sabha in India. You go to any part of the world where democracy is studied, everybody will tell you that the first parliament of India was one of the most talented parliaments ever elected. And do you know what was the reason? 37% of the parliamentarians were practicing lawyers. And since I am here in KLE Society's College, one of the greatest parliamentarians who was part of the first parliament is incidentally alumni of one of the colleges of KLE, Barrister Nath Pai. He was one of the greatest parliamentarians ever produced, and credit must be given to this institution. This is the role played by lawyers. Look at the list of members of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, all of us know, who did actual work of drafting. B.N. Rao, who later on became judge of the High Court. Someday you must go through that list and please find time to read the Constitutional Assembly debates. You will know the philosophy of Constitution by reading those debates. Almost all of them were lawyers, barring few honorable exceptions. So, till 1970s or 80s, leading education institutions across India were headed by lawyers. Maybe later on, legal profession became more lucrative, and therefore there was a change of scenario. I'm not going to discuss what was the percentage of the lawyers in successive parliaments because I'll be entering into different arena. Therefore, for our legal profession, there is a glorious past. We have glorious traditions in all states. Now, something about legal profession. Today, all of you have participated in Moot Court. You studied your brief very hard. You must have made research. You must have referred to case law of the decisions delivered by the Supreme Court, decisions delivered by other courts in other part of world. What is tested in Moot Court is your ability to study law, your ability to apply your mind to the facts of the case, and thirdly and most importantly, your ability to address the judges. But there is a difference between elocution. Today, what is tested is your skill of elocution. There is a vast difference between elocution and advocacy. Art of advocacy is something which is different. And art of advocacy is one art which you can learn with hard work. Otherwise, in case of all other arts, it has to be inborn. That is not so in case of art of advocacy. Only a few examples I'll give you. Today, when you participated in the Moot Court, no doubt you worked very hard and you spoke the way you had decided to speak. But when you are a lawyer, you must have ability to think on the feet, because it is not necessary that as a lawyer, if you stand up before the court, if you have preconceived argument, if you start making that argument, maybe you will face a situation where the judge may not like the first point which you argue or second point which you argue. Therefore, as a lawyer, you require thinking on feet. Thinking on feet is required more when you are cross-examining a witness. I'll give an example. If you are cross-examining a witness, if you ask a question which judge disallows, a lawyer who possesses advocacy skills will not fight with the judge. He'll say, the court is right, your honor is right, or your lordship is right. He'll go to next question. And after cross-examining the witness for half an hour, he will ask the same questions which are disallowed in a different language. And all probability he will succeed there. Court will not raise any objection. So when you argue as a lawyer before the court, first thing you have to do is you must understand why you are addressing the court. You are arguing, say, a writ petition before the High Court or an appeal before a district court. You are not there to show your oratory skills. You are not there to display your knowledge. Your basic object is to convey your client's case to the judge. The object of what you want to do, your intention should be to convince the judge that your client has best case, to convince the judge that law is in favor of your client. And therefore, as Brother Shishant rightly said, when you join practice, please forget your Moot Court days. Practice before law is not Moot Court. You have to, first thing which you have to do is, of course, study your client's case. Most important thing is you have to study the judge before whom you are going to argue the case. You must know the views of the judge. You must know the inclinations of the judge. Not only, for example, 6 months back, I attended a Moot Court competition where I countered a young student, was of course very brilliant, by asking few questions. The young student he had all that enthusiasm. He said that, sir, perhaps you are not able to understand my argument. Now, if you say this to a judge in real court, fate of your client is sealed. So what a skilled lawyer will say, a skilled lawyer is arguing before a judge, perhaps lawyer feels that judge is not able to understand what a point is being made out. The lawyer will say, sir, I think I have not made myself clear. This is one facet of advocacy which I am telling you. Don't be under the impression that advocacy is about fighting with the judge and fighting with your opposite lawyer. No. If you are in that mode, if you are in that mold, you will do a lot of harm to your client. Ultimately, what is the object of a lawyer? Object of the lawyer is try and get some relief to your client. You may not succeed fully, but some relief to your client. Your aim and object is to ensure that minimum damage is done to your client's case. See, advocacy is, what is advocacy? Advocacy is about understanding how human mind works. If you are cross-examining a witness, you must understand the personality of that witness. There will be a witness who, unless you raise your voice while asking questions, he will not give desired answers. In case of some witness, if you raise your voice, you will spoil the case of your client. Then you have to be very friendly with the witness, pamper the witness while asking questions, and then elicit truth from the witness. So ultimately, a successful advocate is the one who is able to read human being's mind. He has to read the judge's mind. When you prepare a case, you have to keep it in mind who is going to be your opponent, what kind of submissions he is going to make. So the profession, the legal profession is so beautiful in the sense that it's not only learning law, you have to learn the human psychology. You have to learn the behavior pattern of human beings. This is one part of advocacy. The other part of advocacy, which is more important, is that you must remember that you are not mouthpiece of your client. When you appear before court of law, firstly, you are officer of the court. What is the office? What is the meaning of officer of the court? I'll give you an example. If you are arguing, say, an appeal before High Court or before District Court, if you know a judgment of the Supreme Court or your parent High Court, which is against your client, law laid down by High Court or Supreme Court against your client, it is your duty as a lawyer to point out to the court that, sir, this is a judgment which may be against my client. And after seeing that, you can always say, sir, I will make my best endeavor to distinguish this judgment and try to satisfy you that this judgment will not be applicable. You have to be fair to the court. Fairness is one of the best qualities which lawyer must possess. Because only if you are fair, you will carry a lot of weight in the court. Please remember, I'll share a few secrets with you. When we sit as a judges in the court, we are alone. There is no help available to us. So we always prefer lawyers who are very fair and trustworthy. We like those lawyers because we feel confident that here is a lawyer who will correctly guide me and who will help me as an officer of the court to come at the correct conclusion. Few unfair tactics may give results in one or two cases, 5 cases, 10 cases. But ultimately, you will not be able to build your reputation as a lawyer. I gave example of first parliament. I gave example about lawyers heading eminent and major education institutions. Apart from that, till 70s and 80s, I must tell you, the successful lawyer occupied a pride of place in our society. Lawyers were respected in the society. To some extent, that respect has gone. And why lawyers were respected? One reason, they're very fair lawyers. And secondly, after succeeding in the profession, they never forgot one thing, that their obligation to common man in our society. There are lawyers and lawyers who earn a big fortune, but they did lot of pro bono work. When you succeed as a lawyer, you have to do pro bono work. Only if you start doing pro bono work, apart from earning handsomely from other sections of the society, then only you will be known as a great lawyer. So therefore, please remember one thing, law is a great profession. It's a very challenging profession. It's a very satisfying profession. In the morning I said, Justice M.C. Chagla in his book, his autobiography has said, nothing succeeds like a success in profession of law. Because if you succeed in profession of law, you become master of several fields. A doctor will become expert in his own field if he is successful. Look at the lawyers. You will be appearing in cases of medical negligence. Then you have to study medicine. You will be reading the post-mortem reports. So you must have good knowledge of field of medicine. You will be dealing with building contracts. You will be dealing with complicated issues of use of technology. So if you succeed in law, you'll become expert in various fields. So that's the importance of the profession of law. One more thing before I go to the other topic. One of the hallmarks of great advocacy is brevity. Don't be under impression that making long arguments before the court, citing 50, 60, 70 judgments of various courts before the court, that will make you great advocate. No. Brevity is the hallmark of great advocacy. Please remember that. And when can you achieve brevity? You can achieve brevity only if you have very good command over the basics of law, the basic principles of law. The profession of lawyer is a very demanding profession. Justice Chagla has said in the book about the lawyer's profession, he talks about life of a lawyer who joins legal profession. He has said that it is all beds and all roses, but it is never a bed of roses. But it is a very challenging profession. It's a satisfying profession. While working as a lawyer, you can do a lot of social service. You can help cause of poor. So again, it's some sort of a 5-star social service. While you earn handsomely, you can do a lot of social service. In fact, today it is openly said, I have attended some of the workshops arranged by the medical professionals, legal workshops. Now even doctors openly say that the most lucrative profession in India is profession of lawyers. Therefore, my appeal to all of you is that please become a mainstream lawyer. Today you have temptations that I will become a corporate lawyer, I'll join some firm, I'll do arbitrations. If you ask me, the real challenging job is to appear before our traditional courts, the trial courts, the High Court and Supreme Court. And please remember one thing, those who practice in trial court, their job is as important as job of lawyers who appear in High Court and Supreme Court. The role of trial court lawyer is so important because if trial court lawyer is good, his drafting is flawless, his pleadings are flawless, his cross-examination is flawless, then that helps the litigant till Supreme Court. But if lawyer is not good, trial court lawyer is not good, he will cause irreparable damage to the case of litigant. Therefore, practice in trial court is of great deal of importance. Please remove impression from your mind that practice before our trial and district courts is something which is inferior. It is not inferior. Every young man who joins profession will not be able to start practicing in High Court or Supreme Court. And in fact, I strongly feel, which I have said for the last 21 years of my judgeship, that we need very sound and very well-equipped lawyers in our trial courts. And therefore, please don't be under impression that because you are not getting opportunity to practice before the constitutional courts, you are an inferior lawyer. No, you are not inferior lawyer. There is no difference between what you do in trial court and there is no difference between what the so-called senior lawyers do in Supreme Court. So please remove that impression from your mind. One more thing. Now, Honorable Law Minister made a very good point. Before he made that point, I want to make one thing very clear. For last 21 years as a judge of constitutional courts, I have said 2 or 3 things on public platforms very, very openly. Number one, even I said that I must have attended about 5 or 6 seminars on the auspicious occasion of acceptance of our constitution, 75 years of acceptance of our constitution. I have candidly said that in these 75 years after the constitution came into force, our legal system, our judiciary is not able to fulfill expectations of common man, which common man had from our constitutional courts. Because after the constitution came into force, all courts, including district courts, they became constitutional courts. So we are not able to fulfill the expectations of common man. I concur with the view expressed by Honorable Minister, which I said other day in Delhi, in gathering of very prominent legal personalities in 4th of December. I expressed the same concern that whether in country like India, we can afford to give priority to so-called commercial litigation. According to me, commercial litigation, which will include everything, IPR litigation, then litigation under Commercial Courts Act, arbitrations. According to me, now we have 5 crore 49 lakhs cases pending all over in trial courts. These commercial cases will not be even 5% of those 5 crores 50 lakhs cases. So I have said this on public platforms that whether in country like India, when poor are not able to get justice, whether it's a good idea to give priority to commercial cases. Of course, I am part of judicial system. If Commercial Courts Act, so long as it is in force, I have to abide by the Commercial Courts Act, and whatever are the timelines prescribed, I have to abide by that. Because as a judge, I have to work like a soldier. I have to be very disciplined. But still, these are the views which I expressed. One more thing, which I also said, I was chairperson of the Legal Service Authority in Maharashtra. I have experienced that. Crisis is not only about cases of poor people getting delayed. The real crisis, according to me, is that still there are a large number of persons in our society who by reason of poverty, who by reason of maybe social situation, they don't even think of approaching our courts for availing their legal remedies. They silently suffer injustice. That is really a challenge before us. I think morning one of speakers, probably Justice Rishananda said, we have a huge challenge of docket explosion. But we have also challenge of docket exclusion. People are not able to go to the court. And therefore, our Legal Service Authority, they are all into action. But at the same time, I always believe that, I have said so on public platform, that we must conduct audit of the performance of judiciary in this last 75 years. I have myself accepted 2 things. One, we have not performed up to the mark. And secondly, I have always said on public platforms that every citizen of India has right to offer constructive criticism of judgments of the constitutional courts, but it has to be constructive criticism. Nobody can say that, look, I don't like this Keshavananda Bharati judgment. When you say that, I don't like Keshavananda Bharati judgment, you have to say legally how that judgment is flawed or what is legally wrong with that judgment. Such constructive criticism, every citizen of India has right to make. But when citizen of India makes criticism of the judgments, please remember one thing, we as judges, we are bound by constraints. If somebody criticizes our judgment, I will not respond to that because we accept that criticism. We accept that criticism constructively. But still, we don't respond to criticism of our judgments. When we take audit of what judiciary has done, some of the things we can't forget. Case number 1. In 1982, we had Asia Games in New Delhi. The young law students must know this. And huge construction work was started in Delhi, construction of stadium, construction of flyovers, roads. And laborers were brought by contractors from all adjacent states to Delhi. 82 Asian Games gave a lot of prestige to India, a lot of name. It gave name to India. But almost all the workers were paid wages below minimum wages. And there, this PI jurisprudence started. One of the organizations went to Supreme Court. They pointed out that we are not workers. We are representing cause of those workers. Please look into this. They are not being paid minimum wages. And then Justice Bhagwati's judgment came and he expanded the jurisdiction, the scope of locus standi. And everybody was paid. So, case number 2. Bandhua Mukti Morcha. A social organization went to Supreme Court, pointed out that in the mines and other places in perhaps Haryana, there were bonded laborers. Supreme Court appointed 2 or 3 lawyers. They visited there and bonded laborers were made free. Wherever occasion demanded, courts have taken care of poor. Look at what happened in COVID. In all states, I'm not talking about Karnataka. What were the orders passed by the courts? Give free ration to transgenders. Give free ration to those families whose children depended on food from Anganwadis and primary schools. Give ration to the street vendors. These are the orders passed by the courts. So while somebody has right to say and somebody has right to say with justification that cases of poor people are delayed, the justification is saying that, but when we say so, we must also evaluate the role played by the courts. I'm not here to justify the roles played by the court because I have myself said that we are not able to fulfill expectations of common man. And one more thing, why it happened. I said in the morning, but now since this issue is raised, I have to say this. In 2002, Supreme Court passed an order that in India, within 5 to 10 years, there should be 50 judges for population of 10 lakhs. The judges, the judiciary is not going to create this infrastructure. The posts have to be sanctioned by the governments. The government has to give infrastructure. Government has to build additional courts. Government has to give facilities. Government has to give quarters to the judges. So in 2012, our to population ratio should have been 50 per 10 lakh population. Today, we are struggling at 23. Talking about Karnataka, if we follow the dictum of the Supreme Court, I think there are 1,300 judicial officers. I may have forgotten that figure. But if tomorrow we have a situation where we have 2,500 judges, this issue of pendency, etc., will disappear. In fact, there will be a situation where lawyers will be struggling. They will be saying that now there are no arrears. So what will happen to our profession? And I don't blame anybody for this. Because we live in a country where sometimes it is not possible for our governments to give this kind of infrastructure. In fact, there's a classic line in one of the Supreme Court judgments talking about CPC, talking about CRPC. These are all ideal legislations. but we don't live in ideal world. But if we decide step by step to create ideal world for judiciary, surely this issue of arrears will not remain. But there has to be a collaborative effort for that purpose. But please remember what Honorable Minister said. Never ever forget. You may be successful. I know some of you are so talented. You will succeed in profession of law like anything. But never ever forget that your duty is also to render justice to common man. Your duty is to do some pro bono work. Your duty is to appear in legal aid cases. So never forget the common man of this country. Ultimately, what was the object of framers of Constitution? The object was that every citizen of India must be truly benefited by the fundamental rights which are conferred on the citizens. So this is one aspect young members of the bar must keep in mind. I stop here because time is over. I am sure, and one thing I must tell you, don't get disappointed because you have not got prize in the moot court competition. This is not one of those beauty contests we see on the television that people start crying if you don't get prize. No, you have done your best. And today you may not have succeeded, but tomorrow when you join legal profession, you will succeed the same way as those who have got prize are going to succeed in legal profession. So don't take it to your heart. Keep on making effort. Ultimately, this is a stepping stone that you are preparing yourself to become a good lawyer, successful lawyer. So look at it constructively. Everybody has performed to best his abilities and go back happily with satisfaction. I wish a great success to all young students who are here and to the organizers of KLE. Please continue these activities. Please continue activities of encouraging the students to join judiciary. Please motivate the students to do legal aid work. And last thing before I close, we have in all states students as paralegal volunteers. How effectively the students perform if they are given opportunity, of course. I was in Pune for a legal service authority function. I was chairperson of the legal service authority. I received a phone call on my cell phone. I don't know who gave the number. There was one lady on the line. Those were days, I think 2017-18, when you used to hear that if your Aadhaar card is not connected to your bank account will be closed. We used to hear that on television. We used to read that in newspapers. So she said, I have called you for something very serious. She said she was on wheelchair. Her one arm was amputated. So she said, with somebody's help, I went to that Aadhaar card Kendra. They told me that we require fingerprints of all 10 fingers on that machine. We will not give you Aadhaar card. Tell me, I read your speech in newspaper Sakal, very popular newspaper in Pune. What justice you are going to render to me? All that I could do was I called up one of the professors in one of the leading law colleges and I said, please tell paralegal volunteers. I don't know the names of those paralegal volunteers. They did wonders. They must have gone in group in that office. We don't know what they did. Within 3 to 4 days, officers of that UDI, that organization, went to the house of that lady. And within 7 days, she got Aadhaar card at the footsteps. This is one example of role played by paralegal volunteers. So therefore, please encourage your students to act as paralegal volunteers. You can have your own legal aid cell. Go to the slums, go to the poor people's locality and try to educate them on the ideals of Constitution, try to educate them about rights available to them. So I thank organizers for this great event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sowing the seeds of success in the minds of aspiring advocates. Now, it's time for the most awaited moment of this KLE Law Academy's Moot Court Competition 2024. The moment to honor the achievers. I request Dr. V.V. Murdande, Assistant Professor, and Dr. S.C. Palakonda, Assistant Professor, to proceed with prize distribution.
Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to announce the names of the participant institution in this competition. I request the participant to approach the dais from the left side and leave from the right side. Number 2, Sagar Gangotri College of Law, Sagar. Please come fast. Next would be KLE Society's Law College, Chikkodi. KLE Society Law College, Chikkodi, be ready. I request the chief guest. KLE Society's Law College, Chikkodi. KLE Society's GK Law College, Hubballi. Please be ready. I request Justice Shirishananda to present the certificates, please. Next college would be KLE Society GK Law College, Hubballi. Vivekananda Law College, Putturu, please be ready. I request Justice Vijay. Sir. Yes, Justice Uma Madam to present them. School of Law, Reva University, Bangalore. Please be ready. I request Justice Adiga, sir, to give away. Vaikunta Baliga College of Law, Udupi, please be ready. Reva University, Bangalore. KH Patil School of Law, Hubballi, please be ready. Vaikunta Baliga College of Law, Udupi. KH Patil School of Law, Hubballi. RL Law College, Belgavi, please be ready. Vivekananda Law College, Putturu. School of Law, Christ University, Bangalore. Sir. KPES Society, GM Patil Law College, Dharwad. I request HK Patil sir to give away the honors. KPS Law College, Dharwad. KLE Law College, Bengaluru. Okay. KLE College of Law, Navi Mumbai. DLD School of Law, Vijayapura. Next. KLE Societies Law College, SMNU Law College, Kadak. I request Vijay Murudinde sir to announce the rest of the names. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, participants, dear student friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me an immense pleasure to announce the various prizes secured by the participants in KLE Academy's Moot Court competition hosted by S.A. Manu Law College, Gadag. Ladies and gentlemen, we have came to thrilling point of the program, the moment we have all been eagerly waiting for. It is a time to honor and celebrate the exceptional talent that we have witnessed since last 3 days. Your applause beneath the wings of shining participants ready to take flight. Remember, it is not winning that is most important, but the spirit of participation and giving your best. Let's continue to support and celebrate each other's achievement. Today's event is not just about awarding prizes. It's about the recognizing the hard work, perseverance, and dedication that each of the participant has shown. Each participant have put in tremendous efforts, and regardless of awards, you should all be proud of your accomplishment. Every efforts you put in brings you one step closer to your goal. Keep putting forward and don't be afraid to dream big. Now, it's time for the moment we have all been awaiting for. Now, let me announce the prizes secured by the participant in KLE Law Academy's Moot Court Competition 2024 organized by S.A. Manu Law College, Gadag. May I now request, with due respect, the Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Srinivas Oak, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to give away the trophy and certificate to the winners to the various prizes. I also request guest of honor and all the dignitaries on the dais to join. Now, I'm going to announce the name of the team that secured Best Memorial Award goes to, and it goes to School of Law, Christ University, Bengaluru. Congratulations to team, and I request Siddhi Jain, Dev Daryani, and Remit David to come on the stage and receive the Best Memorial Award from the dignitaries on the dais. Now, let me declare the names of the participants who have won the best male advocate and best female advocate of KLE Law Academy's Moot Court competition. The best male advocate award of KLE Law Academy's Moot Court competition goes to Mr. Sairaj Dhananjay Amle of KLE Society's B. Bellar Law College, Belgavi. Congratulations to Mr. Sairaj, and I request him to come on the stage and collect the Best Advocate Award from the dignitaries on the dais. The Best Male Advocate, Mr. Sairaj from KLE Society's B. Bellar Law College, Belgavi. The Best Female Advocate Award of KLE Law Academy's Moot Court competition goes to Miss Kirtana of Savita School of Law, Tamil Nadu. Congratulations to Miss Kirtana, and I request her to come on the dais to receive the Best Female Award. Now, hold on your breath for a moment as I'm going to announce a big one. The names of the colleges who have won the winner and runner-up award of KLE Law Academy's National Moot Court competition hosted by S.A. Mani Law College, Gadag. The winner of this KLE Law Academy's Moot Court competition goes to, I repeat, the winner award goes to, any guess from the audience? Yes, and it goes to KLE Society's B. Bellar Law College, Belgavi. Congratulations to team, and I request Mr. Sairaj, Mr. Muhammad Ismail Shah, and Mr. Parvez Asari to come on the dais and collect the award from the dignitaries on the dais. The winner's award goes to B. Bellar Law College. And the runner-up award goes to Savita School of Law, Tamil Nadu. Congratulations to team, and I request Nirminesh, Kirtana, and Praveen Kumar to come on the stage and receive the runner-up award. Runner-up award goes to Savita School of Law, Tamil Nadu. Thank you all the dignitaries for giving the awards. Once again, I congratulate to all of you on behalf of KLE Law Academy's Belgavi and on behalf of S.A. Mani Law College, Gadag. Your exceptional performance has truly won everyone's heart. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Please be seated. I thank all the dignitaries for honoring the achievers, and we congratulate all the participants for participating and making this event a grand success. Every beginning has an end, and every end has a new beginning. I request our beloved Principal Shri Jai Hanuman Sir, HK, to present the vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Good evening to everyone present here. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks of this occasion. Without taking much time, first and foremost, I thank the chief guest of today's program, Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay S. Oka, sir, Judge, Supreme Court of India, who has, despite his busy schedule, accepted our invitation and graced this occasion. I thank you very much, sir. And I request Dr. Jyoti Hiremat, Principal B. Belad Law College, to our and Member Secretary of the KLE Law Academy, to present a book on our behalf to Honorable Justice as a token of deep sense of gratitude and appreciation. I would like to express my sincere thanks to one more guest of honor of today's program, Dr. H.K. Patil, sir, Honorable Minister of Law and Parliamentary Affairs, Government of Karnataka. Thank you very much, sir. And I request Srimati Sharda Patil, Senior Professor of GK Law College, to present the memento to ma'am as token of gratitude to Honorable Minister, sir. I would like to express my sincere thanks to one more guest of honor of today's program, Honorable Srimati Justice Uma Madam, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. And I request Srinivas Palkonda, sir, Assistant Professor of our college, to present a memento and express our gratitude to Honorable Justice. I would like to express my sincere thanks to one more chief guest of honor of today's program, Honorable Mr. Justice Vedavyasachar Shishananda, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I request Vijay Murdande, sir, Assistant Professor of our college, to present the memento to Honorable Justice. I would like to express my sincere thanks to one more guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Vijay Kumar Patil, sir, Judge, High Court of Karnataka. And I request Jyoti CV, Assistant Professor of our college, to present the memento to express our gratitude to sir. I thank the president of today's program, our beloved director, sir, Sri Shailappa Metgud sir, too, for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, and thank you very much. Yes. I also express my sincere thanks to one more guest of honor, Umesh Manjunath Bhatt Hadiga, sir, to this program. Thank you very much, sir. And I request Manoj, sir, to present the mementos to sir. I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to all our directors of Board of Management, our organizing committee chairman, Honorable Mr. Professor Dr. J. Mallikarjuna, sir, and all my colleague friends and principals of KLE Law Academy,